Now we're going to create our first basic 3D shape. To begin with, click on the new icon and then make sure you select the metric folder and the standard millimeter.ipt or standard millimeter part. Double click that and you're opened in the 3D view. In order to create a 3D shape, the first thing we have to do is create a 2D shape and then extrude it or stretch it into a 3D shape. To do that, we will create a 2D sketch. Click on 2D sketch and you'll be confronted with 3 drawing planes, 2 vertical planes and 1 horizontal plane. Click on the horizontal plane and that is the surface on which we will draw. Now, the cube is basically a 3D shape with all equal sides and all equal edges. So the first thing we will do here is draw a rectangle, which is a 4-sided shape, not necessarily with equal sides or equal edges. So draw the rectangle anywhere on the screen that's convenient for yourself, but make it a size that will allow you to edit it. Later on, we will turn this shape into a square. But before we do that, we're going to start with some good practice, which is centering this in the middle of the drawing area. If you hover over the lines, you will see when you get to the middle, you get the green dot that lets you know where the middle or the centre of each line is. And in the centre of the screen, there is a yellow dot showing where the centre is. With that information, we are going to be able to use the constrain, the vertical and horizontal constraint tools to line these dots up together to make sure the shape is in the centre of the screen. First one we'll do is the vertical constraint. Click on the vertical constraint button, go to the horizontal line here, click when you get the green dot in the middle, click the yellow dot in the centre of the screen, and the box will jump over so that those 2 dots line up. That is, they are vertically constrained. Now, if we click on the horizontal constraint button, we go to this side, click on the green button at the middle, click on the centre button, and it will jump to the centre. So we have now located the rectangle exactly in the centre of the screen. Now to turn it into a square, we select the dimension tool. Click on the dimension tool, click on the top line, drag up, and in this case we will make it 18 millimeters. Once you've typed in 18 in the edit dimension box, click the tick, and then click on the side line, draw out, and make that also 18, because all sides of a square are equal. Now we have a square, 18 millimeters on each side, and centred exactly in the middle of the drawing plane. We can now finish the sketch. If we click on extrude, the extrude tool automatically recognises the square and it defaults to a 10 millimeters extrude. Now we can pick this arrow in the middle and drag it up and down if we want to extrude it, or we can either in this window or in this window type in the size that we want. Now in this case we've got 18 millimeter sides, so obviously we want it to be 18 millimeters high. If we are happy with that, we click OK and we have drawn the 18 millimeter cube. To make it fit right in the window, we can either double click the mouse wheel, or if we go over to the side, we can click on the zoom window to fit it in as well. Once you've created the square, go over to the menus, go down to Save As, locate a place to save the file and save it as cube. And that's all for the first session.